Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're doing week 10 of the 90-day Soulmate Plan. So it's a 13-week journey, book club journey, and we're already on week 10, which is so exciting. I want to celebrate you if you're here, if you've read the book till now, and just want to honor and celebrate how far you've come. It's not easy to stick to anything. And my goal with this series is to just give you that inspiration, that connection, to keep going because you're almost there. You're almost at the end of this 90-day journey of getting soulmate ready. So, I'm Sarika Jain, love and relationship coach, dating coach, and I help women attract their soulmate relationship and create healthy love in their lives. And today we're going to get started with a little mindful meditation. So I start each session with a 10-minute mindful meditation, guided meditation, just to help ground us. I really believe in the power of meditation, mindfulness, especially as we're looking at our love blocks and aligning with this joyful, present, conscious version of ourselves. Okay. So I invite you to close your eyes, and I'm going to be using a bell to help guide us. So get in a comfortable seated position and close your eyes. Together, let's take an inhale and exhale. And together, let's take another inhale and exhale. Together, let's take one last long inhale, filling up your whole body with white light. And exhale. And I'm going to ring the bell 3 times. Breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. In, out. Breathing in, I'm aware of the sensations of the in breath, the air entering my nose, filling my body. Breathing out, I'm aware of the sensations of the out breath, the air leaving my body through my nose. In, out. Breathing in, I'm aware of my thoughts passing by and my desire to focus on them. Breathing out, I observe them like clouds passing by and bring my attention back to my breath. In, out. Breathing in, I'm aware of the sounds and the sensations around me. Breathing out, I simply observe them and bring my attention back to my breath. In, out. Breathing out, I'm aware that this is the present moment. Breathing out, I know that it is the only moment and it's a wonderful moment. Present moment, only moment, wonderful moment. Bring my breathing in, I bring my attention to my heart, noticing the sensations of my heart, the thoughts, the feelings arising. Breathing out, I practice love, acceptance, and forgiveness of myself, the thoughts and feelings arising. In, out. Breathing in, I bring my attention to my gut, my sacred sexual organs, my sacral chakra. Breathing out, I notice what sensations, feelings, and thoughts are arising. And I practice love, acceptance, and forgiveness of myself. In, out. Breathing in, I bring my attention back to my heart and I practice love, acceptance, and gratitude towards my heart. Breathing out, I smile with gratitude to my heart. In, out. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peace. May I be free from suffering. May my loved ones be happy. May my loved ones be peace. May my loved ones be free from suffering. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peace. May all beings be free from suffering. Thank you. And you can slowly open your eyes and be grateful. Practice gratitude to yourself for being here today. Thank you for joining me. And I hope that the guided meditation was restful and, yeah, just helping bring you into the present moment. So today I'm going to be reading step 3, step into your wow factor. And we're going to be talking about aligning with your purpose and igniting your passion. So when I started my journey, my healing journey, my healer told me that my heart and my sacral chakras were blocked, and it was true. I just felt dead inside. Like I was not in alignment with my career, with my love life. Like nothing was flowing. I felt directionless, and I had everything on paper. Like I had top-notch degrees. I was working in the top 10 firms in America, like in the world even. And, on paper, everything was great. And yet inside, I just felt out of alignment. And I felt like I had something to offer and I didn't know what it was. And it was during this journey of, releasing my belief systems, old conditioning wounds, and then starting to step into my authenticity, discovering my feminine side, that I started to feel like a glimmer of, okay, well, what's my purpose? What are my gifts? And here's the thing: when you start playing around with your gifts, when you start aligning with them, your sacral chakra starts illuminating. It's you start to become radiant because you're touching that chord within you, that like soul frequency chord, and that's what we're going to be talking about today in this part of the book. Okay, so we're going to go to page 218. Aligning with your purpose and igniting your passion. One of the sexiest qualities of a woman is when she's self expressed in her genius and flowing with the sense of purpose in the world. A woman with purpose is like honey, attracting bees all around her. She imbues a creative energy, a sense of, I don't care what people think. And trust me, she's having fun with life. So I'll let you in on a secret. Today, before this recording, I was just having so much self doubt. I'm about to uh, start a radio campaign for this book. And, I also have a team of coaches that are guiding women through this process. And, I just was filled with self doubt. And then my husband was asking me, like, would you have it any other way? And I just sat there and I was thinking about, no, I wouldn't, like this is how I want to express myself. And just connecting with that, connecting with my purpose, my desire to contribute, share my gifts, like it helped me get out of my shrinking, like my desire to shrink and hide. And just it just woke me up. Like I just felt ignited again. And so yeah, I've just been having like a little dance in my step right before this call, even dancing to sexy music because I was like turned on again because it's not about trying to fix the world, fix people, fix myself, etc. It's just about becoming playful and connected with what turns you on, what gifts you have to share. I have clients who, after doing this work, they found out that they were clairvoyant, clairaudient. They have healing powers. Um, some of them realize what amazing emotional leaders they are, or what leaders they are actually. One of them returned to her passion for dance, and now she's like this amazing dancer. Like, I mean, just like I couldn't believe her dancing skills. And so it's just about you connecting with what it is that your soul wants to share with the world. Okay. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. When you're driven by a sense of purpose and service and deep self knowing of both your gifts and sabotage patterns, you'll feel aligned with your higher self and your soul. We're most authentic and abundant when we're contributing our gifts to a greater cause. The sexual chakra comes alive when your creative energy is being channeled, which is sexy and alluring to men. Imagine how you would feel to be so good at something or contributing to the world in some meaningful way, or spending time in learning and discovery about skills that you never knew you had. Unfortunately, so many women are disconnected from their inner beauty and creative gifts. This is a natural byproduct of living in a world that's materialistic and has been pushing women into narratives that are palatable to the average mind. This leads us to so many emotional blocks for women and can even show up as addiction or disease. Brene Brown says unused creativity is not benign. It metastasizes into grief, rage, judgment, sorrow, and shame. And it's true. Like so many women have just creativity oozing out of them. Like, your ability to write poetry, or I have a client right now, she's starting to write her memoir. Um, you know, uh, I have a friend who wants to do more artsy stuff and she works in banking and she has two kids who are 11 and 13. And she's like, I want to do it, but I'm so busy with my career and I'm just stuck. If you're just feeling stuck in your creativity, this is an invitation for you to just get into creative flow, whatever that looks like for you, taking a Roomba class, etc. Because when you're doing that, when you're starting to, really tap into what your soul desires, then then you're going to start feeling into greater alignment with the life that you're trying to create. And that's how you attract a life partnership, because your soulmate comes in to support you, to help you create this magical life, co-create this magical life with you. And oftentimes I've seen that men are so supportive of women when they're pursuing their own passion. The truth is that you have many hidden gifts and you were born with that you were born with, but can only begin to be revealed once you've released your inhibitions and old wounded conditioning and you start aligning with your authentic life path. This is because you've been taught to think and behave in a way that society tells you is safe and where you'll feel like you belong. Purpose isn't about doing something special or exceptional. It's about living a life that's service oriented, pleasure filled, and meaningful to you. Everything you do is contributing to your state of being awake, present, and deliciously alive. And it's about leading a life that you love at the end of the day. Okay. Oftentimes, our gifts come in the simplest of ways, regularly serving in a soup kitchen or at a local shelter, offering to care for your sister's children, or spending your free time doodling funny caricature or gardening are all ways that you can start to tap into your gifts. While beginning to flow into your sense of creativity and passion, you can also go deeper and discover what really turns you on and what your soul's unique life path is and what your gifts are. For instance, maybe you're meant to be a teacher or a healer or a yoga teacher or something off the beaten path like a tree whisperer or an amazing dessert chef. So I have a client who's a dog whisperer. Like she actually can communicate with animals. Um, or maybe you're amazing at connecting people. In this complex fabric of life, we're each a unique thread and bring our own exciting color and texture into this phenomenal, phenomenal creation. Okay. Amy, a corporate marketing executive, discovered that her thing is her own recovery from alcohol abuse and her calling to help others in recovery and leading empowered lives. It took her a long time to finally accept that healing alcoholism was important to her, especially on her dates with men where she would avoid drinking. Yet, when Amy started sharing her dreams and values and aligning her life accordingly, a man she was dating fell in love with her and became her greatest champion. In the beginning, when she started dating, she's like, "Should I even tell guys that I'm a recovering alcoholic?" Like she was so ashamed of that for herself. And yet when she like released her inhibitions and she's like, "No, this is something really important to me." She's even started a whole business around it. It's taken her years to get there. But like where she has like stationery and apparel and a workbook and she's created a podcast and she's just on this really inspiring journey and she's like fully accepted that part of herself and now she's getting married, she has a baby on the way, and I just find that such an inspiring story, right? The question is, how do you align with your soul's unique path and how do you begin to start leading a life that sets your heart free, lifting yourself and everyone around you through your untamed spirit and quest for authenticity? Below, I'll share a couple of pointers and exercises to help you get on the right path. This is an exciting, intriguing journey, so don't worry about getting it right. Be a kid and have fun exploring. Remember, it's easy for women to get stuck on this part of the process as finding one's gifts and turn on is intriguing and exciting and could potentially take years. For now, simply doing the exercises, identify a single inspiring action to continue to explore during your dating process and move on with the rest of the book. Okay, so please don't get stuck here. This is just an invitation to start doing something. So when I started, this journey, I didn't know that it would turn into a coaching practice. So I started hosting meditations at my place once a week and I would cook food for everybody. And it was just something I just loved doing. And I studied yoga. I went to crystal shops, like, just different things, healing modalities. And it was at a it was at a meditation retreat that I met my husband. And he started like following me, like not following me, but like he would come early and leave late at each of the meditations to help out. And he was just hooked onto me. He was hooked onto my energy actually. And I had a couple of guys one guy brought me flowers because I think he was also interested in me. And so I was just doing my thing. I was like just serving actually and getting in touch with side of me that loved hosting people and meditations and things like that. I have clients who, they start inviting friends over for weekly dinners. So it could be anything that um, gets you excited. Okay. Discovering your life path. As I shared above, each of us has a unique personality, purpose, and frequency, and a life purpose and path that we're on. We also have specific personal struggles, sabotage patterns that we're here to learn and heal, and our very own gifts and talents. There are many books dedicated to this process, to finding your life purpose, and I've shared them in the resources section of the book. So go to the end of the book and you'll see a lot of amazing resources on how to find your life purpose. Okay. Um, Astrology is a very powerful way of understanding your energetic blueprint, your personality traits, and various life stages, beginning from the moment you were born. Getting a reading with a Western or Eastern astrologer is highly illuminating. And while you're at it, consider getting a tarot reading, a numerology assessment, a psychic reading, or an Akashic Records reading that will help reveal your gifts and purpose. So, something I do in my coaching is when I first start with clients, I do a numerology assessment. And that helps me understand what their life path is, what their spiritual blocks are that they're here to heal and learn from, what life lessons they're here to learn, and what's their highest, calling, even. So some women, they're meant to be leaders, others are meant to be, like, yeah, there's like different manifestations of what your purpose is here. Okay. Mine is being a creator. So mine is about stepping into my self expression and becoming my own authority and becoming a creator. So my numerology numbers are 11. I'm using a numerology assessment tool created in this book. It's called, oh my God, Find Your Life Purpose. It's in the resources section. Mhm. Let's see. Okay. The Life You Were Born to Live, A Guide to Finding Your Life Purpose by Dan Millman. That's the book, and he has an app as well. And I love that app. That app has helped me clarify so many of my clients' life paths, and it's resonated for each of them. And it's also really helped me understand what my sabotage patterns are and what my gifts are. Okay. And I love working with psychics and intuitives and coaches and astrologers. Like, I've done it all to help me understand what I'm here for. Lastly, transformational coaching and personal development programs are wonderful at helping you break through your sabotage patterns and begin to live a more powerful, authentic life. There are, of course, many resources out there. The key is to tune into your heart and ask the universe to guide you in finding your life path and purpose. So I've shared some exercises. So page 221, I've shared the first exercise, which is finding your dominant energy center. I find this really cool. And it's about, the different energy centers that we have, the chakras, and what what traits are associated with each of them. So the root chakra is connected to earth, rootedness, earthiness. I have some clients who have really strong root chakras are very family oriented. Like, they really love being with their family. They dream about cultivating a family. They're very nurturing. They love having a beautiful home. So, that's the root chakra. The sacral chakra is about expression. It's about sexuality. It's about, inventing and doing something that's creative. Okay. Like even entrepreneurship. Okay. The solar plexus is about power. It's about control. It's about business, leadership. The heart chakra is about unconditional love. It's about counseling, relationships, caregiving, even. And so that's where for me, that's my dominant, that's one of my dominant chakras, which is what kind of aligned me with this work. The throat chakra is about communication. So you see a lot of artists and speakers who have, a strong throat chakra. The third eye is the psychic, visionary, someone who's like, really good at like intuiting things. And the crown chakra is someone who's connected to the divine. So someone who's like a spiritual teacher. And so, we can have all of these, we can awaken all of these qualities within us. But it's really helpful to know which one kind of turns you on, so that when you focus on those, traits within yourself, you're alive, because that chakra is one of your dominant energy centers. Okay. And sometimes, throughout our life, that's also where our blocks are. It's like, it's so ironic that the gifts that we have are also areas that we feel the most blocked in first, so you have to heal those blocks, and then you awaken that gift within yourself. The second exercise is around journaling. So it's just, and I love these questions. I was just reflecting on them this morning myself. And these questions around, like, who do you feel jealous of? Who do you like look, when you go through Instagram or social media, what triggers you? Usually what triggers you is something that you yourself feel connected to or have a desire for. Uh, the second one is around connecting with your inner child. What were you good at as a child? The third one is, if you had unlimited money and time, what would you be doing with your life? Sometimes I ask my clients this, and this takes time. Like, it might not be apparent to you initially, but take time journaling these, because new insights start to come when you start applying your imagination and, a sense of playfulness. And then the fourth one is, ask your mom or someone who knew you well when you were a kid what you were good at. And the last one is, ask your friends for your top 3 talents or skills. And I found this exercise really illuminating. It was, I asked like 8 of my friends, like, what do you feel are my top 3 skills? And I still go back to that list because it's so different than what I thought, how I perceived myself. But it was really affirming, actually, just to know how the world perceives me. And so, all of these exercises, they're just, ways for you to just take a glimpse into what your path is, and don't let yourself get stuck here. Just, you know, like, even while you're dating, just think about it. Think about what is this life path that you're on that, keeps you going, that keeps you motivated and aspiring for something greater. And then the third exercise is around service. So I talk about how service is really the best way to, like, immerse yourself into something greater than what you are. Service of any kind allows you to heal your heart and transcend your life's hurdles and limitations. Service also has the added benefit of boosting your self-esteem and making you feel connected to others and something greater. You end up meeting people who are at similar wavelengths, and you might even meet a wonderful man. I've had all my opportunities, including meeting my husband, arise in my spiritual and service communities. Whether you're extremely busy in your career or have lots of spare time, it's the perfect moment to start taking steps in leading a more purposeful, intentional life. This can be in conjunction with your love life, wherein you take baby steps in the direction you want to go. This is a lifelong journey, and it begins with this small act, even today, maybe even a random act of kindness, or joining a volunteer community, or taking a painting class. Okay. One thing I used to love doing, and I do it whenever I can now, but when I was living in New York City, was doing a random act of kindness every day. And it's really vulnerable to do that, like to pay for the person behind me at the coffee shop. I would just, or in front of, yeah, behind me. And, I would just offer the person behind me, hey, do you mind if I get yours? And they would ask me why. And I would say, oh, I'm just pay it forward. I'm just doing an act of kindness, and you can pay it forward if you'd like. And that like really helped me get into the flow of life and just open my heart. So it was really magical. So thank you so much for joining today. If you have any questions, just pop them in the chat right now, or you can email me. Okay. If you're seeking support in living your best life and calling in your soulmate, then I invite you to check out our coaching programs. You can just go to my website, www.sarikajain.com, and check out coaching. I have a whole team of coaches that are trained in this and who are amazing at coaching women and stepping into their most irresistible selves and dating high quality men, finding the right partner for you. So, feel free to get in touch and just do what it takes to make sure you get the support you need. Okay. Thank you for joining in today. And please like this. Please share this book. And if you can, go on to Amazon and please give my book a rating. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care. See you next week.